Broncos play tonight?
Yes, sir.
Better go Von Miller first question then.
That's right. Oh, for real?
Okay, come on, Vaughn.
I guess, how is the team looking coming into this weekend's game?
We had a better day today than we had last week on this day, which is a good thing. It was decent last Thursday. Today just had fewer errors, fewer breakdowns in communication, kind of some things that we're looking for of significance today. And so all signs are pointing in the right direction.
Coach, who's earned some more playing time based on what you saw that first game, and then this week, who is going to get some more snaps?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'd have to go back and think of everybody at this point. Obviously the young offensive linemen, I think, will do nothing but get better just with the more snaps that they get, and that will continue. A lot of those young linebackers, I think solidified our belief in them, whether it's Troy or a couple other guys. Lamar Winston did some good things on special teams. Brendan Schooler did some good things on special teams. And those guys, we just need to continue finding a role for them defensively, just to take full advantage of their skill set and the fact that they're playing this year.
Does your game day approach change at all when you have a team coming in that hasn't won a road game since 2012?
Does our approach change?
Yeah.
No, we the only thing that is significant is obviously the kick time, and so we deal with that in our day, and kind of our countdown to kickoff is just we literally, once we find out the kick time, we're probably like the fans, we count backwards and set about a plan, and but their travels and we have no say in that or worry about that.
How does your game day schedule change when it's a late kick like that? Do you guys adjust things at all, and if so, how?
We get them up and move around a little bit and have a little active time that's a certain time before basically if the kick is 3 o'clock or beyond, we have a time in the morning where we get up and move around and not just sit around all day and veg. And so just try to stay active, keep them focused, keep them loose. And obviously you're trying to peak at whatever, 7:30 this week. So we just, again, have a protocol for that.
When you're scouting Virginia, given its Broncos first year, do you find yourself going back to BYU tape, and how much of that do you use? How much of that do you sort of rely on versus just one game?
Well, that's what's hard. They've had a ton of success for many, many years, offensively, defensively, and on special teams at BYU. So it's good in a way, but then that's also one of those things at this point, and certainly in the off season we did a bunch of that. But you look at BYU from 2012, and they're similar to exactly how they are now, but you don't know exactly what they're going to deploy in terms of their pressures, their looks, their offense, their special teams. But there's a lot of really good stuff, and so. It's a good thing, but at this point, as a coach, you probably start second guessing and start, well, what if they do this? What if they do that type of deal? And again, just worry about yourself.
Given the personal relationships that guys like Brady and guys like John have with a guy like Bronco, do you go and do you question them? Is that sort of an off-limits kind of thing when coaches and your colleagues have a personal relationship or past experience with these opponents?
No, we question them about many things, but that's not one of them. No, I think by virtue of there's a lot of us that have been at multiple places, a ton of crossover in the conference, a ton of crossover, almost without exception of who we play now, and so that's just kind of the incestuous nature of coaching, and but no, there's not really anything, those guys, it's been a long time since they've been together. Yeah.
Clarify kind of how Brendan Schooler got here late. Obviously, John's saying he had some other offers for places. Maybe he was waiting on some schoolwork. How'd you guys get him late? Because he's obviously a great player.
Sorry.
You guys like a lot.
Yeah, it was a guy that we had an eye on for a long time, and there were some things that had to get solved. And getting that solved just took a little bit longer in his case, and really, through no fault of his. And Bob Johnson at Mission Viejo, we've had a long relationship with, and trust him a lot, and he endorsed him beyond fully, and you know that's how kind of we stuck with him that long, and then when we thought that it was going to get done for a long time, then it finally did.
I see. This is the first time ACC team has ever played here. That was in the game notes. Can you
really?
walk me through the difficulty of getting a Power 5 team to come to Autzen? I know this is something that always comes up, but that seemed to be a kind of an eye-opener. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, there's a ton of home and homes that we get turned down. There's a lot, people want us to go somewhere 3 times and come here, or to a neutral site, or we've had a couple offers for 2 neutral sites that are east of the Mississippi River, which I'm not real good at geography, but that's not so neutral. And so it's hard. I think just that our fan base obviously has built up such a reputation. It's a smaller stadium in terms of guarantees versus Big 10 teams, Big 12 teams, SEC teams. Some of those other places they just pay more, and so it's a tougher ask for some of them. But the home and